Αγαπητοί μου χριστιανοί, my beloved Christians, before I present today's short homily, I should like to introduce you to Father Amphilochios. Father Amphilochios is a newly tonsured monk of our monastery. His tonsuring took place just Friday evening. There were many people in attendance to witness for him. This sincere, full devotion is what monastics make, full devotion to Christ and His Church. The monastic takes three particularly special vows: that of obedience, that of virginity, and that of poverty, actimosini, unacquisitiveness. These three virtues are the great virtues that our Savior Himself exemplified in His life. He was obedient to the Father, He was obedient to His mother and His protector, Joseph, the betrothed, unto the end, until death. He lived a life of purity, complete virginity in mind, soul, and body. And He died penniless. Our Savior never owned a thing. Father Amphilochios comes from a very humble background. His father and mother were humble people. His father was a restaurateur, his mother a devoted wife. They lived in the North Carolina area. He has a sister, Constantina. He was married once, and his former wife gave birth to a son who's now 28 years old. He's a fine young man, Christopher. He was a pharmacist as a profession, and he also served in the army during the Vietnam War. Soon after he and his wife took their divorce and starting to raise their child, Father Amphilochios was stricken with MS, muscular sclerosis. But that didn't stop him. He continued to work as long as he could. And then when he could work no longer, he started to devote his life to Christ more and more and more. He traveled the world over. He went to Mount Athos, the great bastion of monasticism for the church. He went to Holy Russia, and he also visited and walked where our Savior walked in the Holy Lands. From the inception of our small monastery in Denver, St. George's, he started coming almost 20 years ago. He would drive, even though his MS was getting worse, he would drive 11 hours from Sioux City, Iowa, to be with us twice a year, sometimes through winter storms and deep heat of the summer. We saw his faith and we felt him as a brother the whole time from the beginning. And so it was decided, with the blessing we've received from the metropolis, also from my Yeronda, Amphilochios, the new Metropolitan of Ghana and Hora, formerly of Fiji and New Zealand, and he was tonsured this last Friday evening. We gave him the name Amphilochios because Amphilochios is the newly canonized saint of the church, the most recent canonized saint of the church. He was canonized in September of last year, Saint Amphilochios of Patmos, where I very gratefully began my monastic life. Saint Amphilochios passed in 1970, as you've read many times in some of our letters that we put out and in your calendars that you received. I'm very grateful to Father Amphilochios, and I'm looking forward to you greeting him and wishing him well in his now completely devoted life to Christ. We say certain beautiful sayings to the newly tonsured monk. We ask his name and he tells us, "I'm Amphilochios the monk," and then we say to him, "May you please God and man." It's graduation season. Cap and